Welcome, welcome, welcome to
We're all a little bookish with my queen, Miss Lisa Marie.
and my girl Lindsey. Hi, welcome to another episode of We're All a Little Bookish. Um, this is our Galentines slash Valentine's Day episode, and we are so excited to share this wonderful holiday with all of you. Lindsay, are
Yes,
you excited?
so excited. Cannot wait.
Cannot wait. I know. Oh my goodness. So, what do you have planned for Valentine's or Galentine's Day?
I don't know. I'm leaving that up to the husband. I don't know if he has anything planned. I hope he does.
Uh,
We'll
right.
see.
I know. Is that safe to leave it up to the husband?
Uh, yes, I feel
Okay.
like. Tune
All
in next
right.
week. We'll see how he does. We'll give him a
Okay.
Grady.
Gotcha. Now, are you planning like a nice dinner or a card or you haven't
Um,
given it a thought yet?
no, because here's the thing. Like, my husband is not a card person. He
Okay.
does not care for cards. I mean, yeah, I've got him for him in the past, but he can care less. He is a cars person, so I have bought him, or he's bought himself new wheels for his truck. So that's what he got.
Nice.
No guessing. He just picks it out, so it's fun.
That's cool. Okay. And then since I am single, I am strictly doing like a Galentine's Day. So I am going to do some self-care. So um, I'm planning to give myself a facial
Mm.
and buy some of my favorite chocolate from C's Candy and like a pedicure at home and just all things self-love is how I'm planning to celebrate.
That
So,
sounds like the perfect day, honestly.
yeah, I know. And then I'm sure I'll probably have a little margarita, you know, just things like that. A relaxing day.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it'll be fun. And we would love to hear what your plans for Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day. So, please either comment below or DM us or, on TikTok or Instagram, because we would love to hear how you spend this special day of love.
Yes, absolutely.
What was your last week like, Lindsay?
Um, Busy as always. I did read, I feel like more than I have the last couple weeks, so that was nice. How was your
Mm.
week?
It's been kind of a little slow, but I did celebrate my best friend Trisha's birthday. And so I went out to her place in Santa Rosa, and some of her friends out there threw her a birthday party. And then we watched Super Bowl together.
Oh,
So,
fun.
yeah. And so it's about an hour and a half away from me. So we don't get together that much, but when we do, we make it special. So,
That's so fun. And happy birthday,
yeah.
Trish. Hope you had a great
Right?
day.
Happy birthday. I know that. Yes. Yeah. Love her lots.
Did your team win that you were rooting for?
I was indeed rooting for the Seahawks and they did win. So, yes, I was
Yay.
happy. I know. It's funny. I had no stake in it because that's not my team. For those of you that don't know, I'm originally from Kansas City, Missouri, and so I am a Chiefs fan. Go Chiefs!
Go Taylor Swift's
And but
husband or fiance.
Yes, and I was not one of those, jumping on board because of Taylor. I have been a Chiefs fan for life. So, but yes, that's my team. We weren't in it this year, um, but it was still fun. Yes, and I really enjoyed halftime. So,
Yes.
usually that's what I'm really there for is halftime. So,
Isn't that what everybody else is for? Like, it's
I
just
think
a
yes,
concert and then there's football, like, around it.
right, exactly. 100%. I agree. So what did you read this past week? Did you finish up any books?
Yes, I finished reading three. I read Dungeons and Drama. This was the cutest little book. It's YA. It's romance. I mean, there's romance aspects in it, but it was such a quick read. And then I read uh, uh,
Isn't that
hang
hard?
on,
Because we're reading
hang
so
on.
many books.
I'm buffering. Oh, you guys, I read the last
Uh-oh.
letter. I read the last letter. Have
I
you read it?
have a few years ago. Prepare your heart. Did you have a box of Kleenex?
I did. I mean, such a beautiful, wonderful story, and the ending was just, I don't know,
Yeah.
special, we'll say.
It's not typical or what we're used to seeing of Rebecca Yarros, but
Yeah.
the girl can, the girl slays. She can just write. And apparently it doesn't matter what genre it is.
No, she writes it all. And actually, we have one of our friends in Discord, which I think is hilarious. Debbie, she just finished Fourth Wing, and she's reading the last letter. It's a beautiful, beautiful love story. The ending was great too, question mark. But yeah. Um, but that's what
Yes,
I've read this past week. So I read some doozies. What did you read? Did you finish any books?
I did. I finished two. So I was working on an arc, Crude Games by Amanda Allen, and I finished it. And I I still don't like the prince, but
I was about to
I
ask.
right. I still don't like the prince, but I really did enjoy it. And what's interesting is Amanda Allen scheduled it in such a way that she has already released the arc for book two or the
Oh
continuation of
no.
it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And yeah, she sent it out on Monday. So I cannot think of what the title is, but I'm going to start that. So it's kind of nice. There's no lag time
Yes,
between it,
I love
and
that.
having to wait like a year or 6 months or sometimes 2 years. So I'm going to
You'll have to
pick
let us
that
know
one
how it
back up.
is.
Yes,
That's
yes.
exciting
And then
to
I
know.
also was listening to Crown Tide by Alex Astor.
Yes.
And it was, yes, I loved it. It was all the things. Yeah. So if you haven't read it, I think you should read it. I'm being very particular about ratings this year. So a 4 for me is very high. It just, for me, a 5 has to be that I felt like I was just sitting in a movie theater and I almost forget that I'm reading. And
I love that.
it just didn't get there for me. Not that I expect every book to do that, but I feel like last year I gave too many fives. And so
Yeah.
I'm really being selective. So that's not to take anything away. So if I say a 4, I loved it. So if you, it's the, I think there's still going to be one more book in the Light Lark
I
series.
think so. Yes.
So we are not over, but yeah, I hope we don't have to wait too long.
I
You
feel
know,
like she pushes them out pretty quickly. Um,
Yes.
I have to read Grim and Auror and then Crown Tide. I'm
Okay.
almost there. I'm almost there. But
You're
I
almost there.
enjoying the series, definitely.
Yes. Oh, she's amazing, all the things. So, so
Or
that was
what?
what I read.
Whose side are you on? Are you Grim or Auror?
I am I am definitely grim. I don't know. I'm a bad girl at heart.
Get it, girl.
Uh, right? I don't know. There's something about a bad boy. So, yes, I am definitely Team Grim. What about you?
Um, I'm as of right now, I'm Team Aura, but we'll see. I loved Graham in the beginning, and then
Hmm.
I didn't love him. So
Okay,
we'll see. We'll see.
we'll see. Mm, maybe by the end, you will have switched teams.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll
Very
just have to
possible.
wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. So in honor of Valentine's slash Galentine's Day, we thought we would go over some of our favorites, as far as either favorite tropes, favorite FMCs or MMCs. FMCs are female main character.
Character.
I'm, it's too many M's. And then MMC is male main character. Just, we're keeping you up on your vocabulary words. So, Lindsay, do you have a favorite trope?
Oh gosh. Um, okay. I love a good I'm I love all tropes, pretty much. But friends to lovers is really good.
Yes.
But I would have to say like my favorite, and I'm like, oh, so good, is the touch her and die trope, where the guy will literally, maybe we shouldn't say that. Should I say that? Is that okay to say that?
You know what? I don't
Well,
think there's an objection.
let me say it a different way. Okay. My favorite trope, one of my favorite tropes is touch her and you know. Um, we'll put it in the description what it is. But
Okay.
like
Okay.
I just love a MMC that will go above and beyond for his girl. That
Hmm.
will fight
Hmm.
the wars and the phase and the all the things. That's what I love. What about you?
I think my favorite is enemies to lovers.
Okay.
That they start out hating each other, and then that hate drives their passion, and then you know, and then I would have to say a close second, almost neck and neck, is the white shoes, because again I'm a bad girl. Live out my fantasies and books of things I wouldn't do in real life. So,
Right. Yes.
yes,
100%. Yes.
yeah, real life, I'm one woman, a one man woman. But in my fantasy world, why choose? Have it all. So,
Why decide?
yeah, why decide? Yeah, and be fluid. It can be, you know, anything from one minute to the next. Do you have any favorite FMCs?
Um, of course. I feel like this is the standard answer. Violet.
The standard answer.
Violet from Fourth Wing. Um, I just love how, if you don't know, she has a disability. She has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which affects like her bones and stuff break easily. And she's just like, she just keeps going and thrives through everything that's thrown at her. So she's probably my
Yes,
favorite.
that's your favorite. Okay.
What about you?
Um, Well, as far as, oof, I had Violet down for sure. I've got notes here, but
Sorry.
I also love Feyre Archeron from the Akatar series.
Hmm. Hmm.
I love her development. Like
Yeah.
I was going to say she starts out as just this fragile thing, but actually she doesn't. She's kind of a badass from the gate. Um, and so she's like a protector. She's, takes care of her sisters. And that, as the story goes, she ends up having someone who almost fights as hard as she fought for others. And so, um, yeah, I've loved her. I love, I love strong FMCs,
Yeah.
and Feyre definitely is that for me. So, yeah.
I
Um,
agree. That's a really
I
good one.
also like, I had Violet down there. Um, but then Iris, which is in Divine Rivals.
Ooh, I haven't read that yet.
Um, oh, girl, yes,
I
Iris
need
is
to.
this very strong female. She's a reporter, and she ends up going on like the front lines to, you know, uh, provide real updates about what's going on because there's like a battle, a war, and just her strength and her determination, and but still a very feminine character. Still, I feel like sometimes with female characters, you almost have to choose from being a badass and not being soft, but she is still feminine, loving, all those things, but also a tough broad.
We love that. That's my
Yes.
favorite.
Yeah.
I'll have to add that to my
So,
list.
yes, it's a duology. So, and they're both
Okay.
out. So it's Divine Rivals, and I'll have Cuspy put in the second book because my mind is going right now. But yeah, that I really enjoyed um, that duology. So, do you have any other FMCs, or should we move on to the MMCs?
Um, Not that I can think of off the top of my
Okay.
head.
All right, then we'll move on to the MMCs. Who's made your list?
So, okay. I have to show you my. Hang on. So,
Okay.
if you have read, they're all so colorful. Abby Jimenez's books, all of her books have literal walking green flag men. My favorite book out of all of Abby's books is Part of Your World, which I'm rereading um, this month. And Daniel, he's the greenest green flag there ever existed. He like he's like the guy that's like the knight in shining armor, but make it kind of modern. And
Oh,
they it's just such a beautiful story. So he's my favorite. He's my top. Um,
okay.
and then we move on into fantasy, and Kingfisher and Zayden, they're like
Neck and
they're
neck.
they're neck and neck. I almost want to say Kingfisher has like took the top spot a little more since Brimstone,
Okay. Wow.
but those men, like if you need a good that that's the book to read. Those are the books to read. What about you? Do you have a favorite or
I mean,
favorite?
those are great ones. Wow. I That's hard. I mean, I'm trying to think. I really love Cassian in the Akatar series.
Oh,
Um, I mean, just there's too many. I don't know. There's so much to say. Uh, but um, Kingfisher,
mm,
mm, and then oh, I don't know. I That's really hard, and I'm trying to think. I'm having Azrael. Is it Azrael? In Akatar too, it's Cassian and
Rhysand and Azrael. Yes, I think.
right. I mean, okay. Let me. Rhysand is right up there with Kingfisher
Hmm.
and say, I can't choose. I have too many.
You don't have
All of them
to.
are amazing.
Yes.
All of them are amazing, and I wish I had all of them in my life. So
And
I yeah, I don't choose. I choose them all.
and I also forgot like the Mountain Man in the like
Yes, in Amy Dawes's books.
yes,
Yeah,
Matchmaker series. Like I'm on all ends of the spectrum. Like Kingfisher status, fantasy, burly, like give me an axe. I don't even know what I'm saying. Axe burly with like the flannel and all the things.
the Mountain Men are my real life everyday men,
Yes.
whereas the Kingfisher, the Zadens, the Rhysand are my fantasy men.
Okay.
So yeah,
I agree.
again, why choose? I mean, uh, I mean, these authors make these men just sound so irresistible.
They do.
Um, so yeah, I'm going with why choose.
I
Why
love it.
choose? Yeah. So February also happens to be Black History Month,
Yes.
and Lindsay and I wanted to highlight some Black authors that we both have read. Lindsay, do you want to go first?
The one author that I read and I'm very excited to read more is Percival Everett. He's the one that wrote James, and not
I think it's
only
Percival. Yeah, yeah,
Percival. Okay.
I know.
Not even just James, but I know he's won like so many awards for like his other books. But one book that I'm very excited to read is Walk Me to the Distance. That just sounds
Ooh.
very interesting. I heard it's has um, like rich historical like background of different things. So I'm very excited to read it. But um, he's published about, I would say, 30 books
Oh,
that
wow.
that's on the list that he's written. So I'm definitely excited to check out more of his books.
Nice. I
What
like
about
that.
you?
Well, in in honor of Black History Month, I've had this book. Uh, it's called The Best Man Unfinished Business, and I've had this book for quite a while. Um, it's by Malcolm D. Lee. I love how colorful it is.
It's gorgeous.
But there are several movies that Malcolm has done, and they all have the best man. So the first one is called The Best Man, and one of the friends is getting married, so hence The
Fun.
Best Man. Then it is The Best Man Holiday, where they're doing Christmas, uh, and it's the same friends that were in The Best Man. And then they had a Peacock series called The Best Man, The Final Chapters. And I want
Oh,
to say it was like 8 series or so. And again, same friends. And it's like the story keeps going. And
Yeah.
then this book is then the follow up to the series of The Best Man, Unfinished Business. And it it did not disappoint. This book, and I feel like it kind of cheated because I already had these characters in my mind
Yeah.
because I've seen them. I've
Right.
seen them, I've watched the movies. So I think this book, uh, it was easier for this book to be a movie in my head because I already had the characters in my mind. So this one did get a 5 stars.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's why I feel like it cheated. But it was so good. I read this so fast. I mean, I want to say 3 days, which for me is very, very fast. Um, it's excellent. I would say I think it is important to know it is a continuation. So you couldn't
Okay.
just pick this one up. I mean, you could pick it up, but there's a lot of things that happen that kind of reference back, or you kind of need to know the story. You couldn't just pick
Okay.
this one up and feel like you get it all,
Okay.
because it is truly meant to be a continuation. But yeah, and there's actually someone that I follow on TikTok. She and I'm not even going to try to come up with her name, but I will have Cuspy put in her TikTok handle. She does all of the shows to watch on
Okay.
TV, and she's doing a series on books to movies, and
Oh,
this one is
awesome.
almost a movie to a book. And so that was the other reason I picked this up. So it kind of checked all the boxes. But for Black history, this is one of the reasons. And then there's another author that I had read, I think maybe 2 months ago,
Yeah.
Alyssa Cole. One of us knows it was in our friend Shelby's book club. This was her book club of the month, or her book of the month for her book club. This is a thriller. Shelby's in her thriller era. And this one was really interesting. One of us knows it's dealing with someone who has dissociative identity disorder.
Okay.
And you don't find that out until almost the end, but there are so she has multiple personalities, and they come out at different points of the story. And so this was a really good thriller. You do have to pay attention. I think Shelby was saying that this is the first book that she annotated,
Yeah.
because it shifts. Like you're like, wait, who are we talking about? So um, but Alyssa Cole is another author, and then our friend Linda from the Reading Realm sent me this book, when no one is watching. And when I was looking through my library for, this is also by Alyssa Cole. So
Oh, okay.
I'm looking forward to reading this one. So yeah, I'm excited. So I don't know if it'll be a this month read, but because I've already experienced this author, I think it'll be fun to read another book by her. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'll have to
Yeah.
add them to my list.
Yes. Yes. I
They
think you
sound
can't
really
go
good.
wrong. You can't go wrong. So
No.
and I did just want to highlight one other author, and I read this author many moons ago. It is Eric Jerome Dickey, and he has since passed on. But his book is called Friends and Lovers, kind of indicative of the tropes we were into. But it was released in 1997, so I know I'm aging myself. But um, but he was a New York Times best-selling author of contemporary African American fiction. This particular one follows four young Black friends in Los Angeles navigating love, friendship, and the complexities of modern day relationships. So, um, like I said, I read this book in my early 20s, and I still remember it. I probably should pick it back up since it's been so long since I've read it. I would probably see so many different things since I'm in a totally different phase of life. But Eric Jerome Dickey, another, you can't
That
go
sounds
wrong.
really good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Sounds very
um,
interesting.
yeah, I think there are so many authors out there that to take a month like Black History Month and maybe focus on some authors that maybe you wouldn't have picked up, I think can be a lot of fun. And who knows, you might
Educational.
fall in love. It's educational, and giving some other authors a moment in the spotlight. You might fall in love with a whole new group of authors you never thought about. So,
It finds
yes.
your new favorite book.
Yeah, that's true. Um, what do we have on deck for this weekend or next week coming up?
Oh, my Lanta. So, you guys, this weekend is my favorite day of the month. Like, I cannot tell you how happy this day makes me. So, on one day a month in Joanna's Discord, the Reading Realm, we have a readathon, and that is this Sunday. And I cannot wait. And what a readathon is, for anybody who doesn't know, it's where we read for, she does it for 12 hours. And we just hang with all of our friends, but there is a twist. So the other night, me and our good friend Brittany, we were
There she goes again, y'all.
we were I caught myself, so it's progress.
You
Um,
did. Yes.
we were talking and we was like, oh my gosh, how cute would it be to get matching pajamas? Because if you know me, one thing I love is matching pajamas. I'm wearing my heart pajamas right now. So we got to looking and we were like, we should get strawberry pajamas. And then it escalated, and now like majority of our friends in the reading realm are getting strawberry pajamas. And so we're going to spend the day just reading our books, drinking hot chocolate, and matching. I mean,
Matching.
could you ask for more?
It's a great follow up to Valentine's slash Galentine's Day on Saturday. And
Yes,
then Sunday, we're going to do readathon for 12 hours. I mean, get
inner PJ.
cozy. It's funny because not only did everybody buy matching pajamas, a lot of the girls got matching heated
Heated
blankets.
blanket. Well, yes. Mine had broke my heated blanket, rest in peace, long time. But so I needed to replace it, and then it just kind of snowballed, and now a lot of us have matching heated blankets, which I love so much. We're just
Yes.
twinsies.
I know. It's going to be so fun. And I mean, to get to spend 12 hours with your besties and read a book and be cozy, and everyone's
I
like
got my
getting
candy.
popcorn, got some candy. We'll have the hot chocolate. I will have coffee. All the snacks on hand. It is the best day of the month. I know a lot of my friends who are not into books go, how can you sit still for 12 hours? I was like, How
Easy.
can you not?
The
I
drink.
mean,
Hmm.
I get upset that I gotta take Taffy out to go potty. Like, can't you like figure this out for today?
Yeah.
So that's what we have to look forward to this weekend. So I'm sure we will report back about all the fun. Another plug for the Discord and the Reading Realm.
And I
Talk about.
think take a keep an eye out because I think we might do a fun little TikTok with all of our matching pajamas.
Oh, see? And you know what? And I think that, we are always looking for new friends to join us in the Discord. So you could be on our inner circle of, if you joined us in the reading realm, and then you would have like double access, reading realm, and it's all a little bookish wrapped up in one. So,
We have
just
the
putting
best
it out there.
times. We usually host sprints in the evening, um, and we read our books, we chat, we have the best time. It's the
Yes,
best ever. My
the
bestie.
best ever. Yeah, only second to we're all a little bookish. So,
Yes, yes.
thank you all so much for joining us again. This has been fun. Lindsay, I love spending this time with you, and I want
It's
to
my
wish
favorite
you
day of the week.
there we go. I want to wish you a very happy Galentine's Day, and
Me
thank
too.
you for being my bestie.
Thank you for being my bestie.
Bye, friends.
Bye.